Have you ever had that experience where you remember something, and as you're remembering that, you're so ashamed or you're so embarrassed that you just physically cringe at the thought that that is something that you did or something that you were involved with? It happens to me all the time. There's so much that I've done that I'm so ashamed of, things that I wish that I could take back. And whenever I remember those things, I just shudder just to think that, that happened, and you wish you could just escape from it or run away from the thought or the memory of the thing that you did. But there's no way you can escape that because it happened. It's now a part of you. What's up, everybody? I'm Ilden Takes, and today we're going to be talking about how to let go of your past mistakes and how to move on into the future guilt-free and hold on to the promises of what you can be and not living under what you used to be. We all eventually learn that as a part of life, we make mistakes. It's inevitable. Unfortunately, for some of us, for most of us actually, what we end up doing is we hold on to those mistakes and we live under the consequences of those mistakes. We don't know how to let that go, and it holds us back from being able to move forward into our future with a positive mindset and to mold ourselves into being the people that we want to be and the people that we desire to be, people that we see ourselves as in our mind, but yet we can't reconcile our present self with our future self because we're still caught up living under the mistakes of our past self. It's one of the hardest things for us to do, to forgive ourselves, to understand that we're allowed to make mistakes, that we're not perfect, that in life we're gonna mess up, we're gonna do things that are stupid, and we just have to learn that that's a part of it. That's a part of growing, that's a part of maturing, that's a part of living. I've had people come to me and they say, because of the things that I've done in my past relationships, if my future girlfriend or boyfriend or my present girlfriend or boyfriend were to cheat on me or were to do some stupid stuff that I've done, I have no choice but to just accept it because I know that that's just karma coming back to kick me in the butt because of who I used to be or what I've done in the past. And I hate that. I hate when people think like that because it's not fair. It's not fair to who you are now. It's not fair to who you want to be in the future. And it's not fair to the person who you are with. Just because you've done things in the past that were stupid doesn't mean that you have to accept it from somebody else when you, in your present self, are trying to not be that person anymore. We shouldn't accept less than because of our mistakes, because we continue to live in that vicious cycle, because now we expect that that person is going to be bad to us, and that means that we're not loving ourselves. That means that we're not expecting enough of ourselves and we're not expecting enough of our partner, and it means that we trap ourselves in the past. We leave ourselves reliving the things that we've done, the mistakes that we've made, and we accept that that's just the way it has to be, and that's when we get caught and we can't move forward in life. Only way to move forward and to change and to be a better person is just that, is to be a better person now, because the only way to deal with the mistakes of our past is to be proud of the person that we are now, is to hold on to the person that we see ourselves being and take the steps in our present now to work towards being that person and surround ourselves with the things that's going to encourage that growth and that development. The person you used to be does not have to define the person that you are today. The person you used to be does not have to define where you're going in the future. It's good to recognize what you've done. It's good to accept it and acknowledge it. But it's not acceptable to continue to live as that person by living under the consequences of what that person did. We just got to learn to forgive ourselves, and that's the way we become better people. This is something I have to remind myself of because these are mistakes that they're mistakes that I've made before, things that I wish that I never did, things that make me cringe when I think about them. But at the same time, I just have to accept that it happened. I can't change the past, but I can change the present and I can change the future by not repeating the same mistakes of the past or living under the consequences of who the past used to be. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. So I'm going to let you go. But look at what I did today. DG 5K 3-mile run, getting it done this morning. Two and a half miles just over. Still a bit more to go. Almost done. A little walking break. Health is a wonderful thing to celebrate. Not everybody can do it. So I ain't gonna lie.
it was hot as testicles. But now you get to come home and relax in this. Ooh.